are 24-8-2.
That was the definition of giving up a good look for a great look. Corbin Vaughn and Owen Shetler were going back and forth in the face-off circle.
That was a classic case of keep away. I mean, they had the puck for 30 or 40 seconds before the goal.
Here's Anisimov at the left point, goes right circle, Sherga shoots, it's blocked, and goes over top the goal. Here's Anisimov, plays it in behind the goal, now it's Harrington on Harrington, up there with Sherga takes it away, centering feet blocked in front. Spokane now back onto the puck, here is Mays behind his own net, Mays goes to Owen Shetler, puck now back in behind the goal, Mays holds on the puck for Spokane, and he'll play it to Shetler. He will skate it out of his own zone. Shetler pressured, and look at Such right in there again, trying to force a turnover. He gets it. Here's Such now pinned up there by Shetler. Puck loose in below the goal line. Cougars trying to get it free again. They will. Here's Dumansky. Holds on to the left wing circle. Dumansky wrapped up by Peter. Gets it in below the goal line. Here's the Cougar captain back and forth. Here come the Cougars. Here's Foster right wing side. Into the offensive zone. Foster goes to Parasek. Swings it in behind the goal. Such and McIntyre were still going at it along the Spokane bench, but now they go off and they're exchanging words still. Puck now back inside the Cougar zone, and the play is blown dead. That's the left wing side trying to find a breakaway feed to Warmold, and went off a glove, and now it's picked up. Here comes Owen Martin, had his goal last night. Nice move and shoots, and Ravensburg makes the save. Dumansky with the puck for Prince George will leave it for Carson Carls. Carls doesn't like what he sees, so he'll turn and try again. Carls on the left wing will saucer feed to Anisimov. He'll dash it. Here's Anisimov. Drops it off. Parasak holds. He spins off of Will McIsaac. He goes up top to Carls. Carls at the midpoint. Carls up the right wing, down to the right circle. And down the middle. This is Anisimov right circle. He is staving off a Warmold. Now he goes to Such up to Parasak. Parasak on the right wing circle. Parasak to Anisimov. Arsenio Anisimov goes right wing circle. Carls cuts in the middle. Nice play. Holds. Cross ice. They score!
That's not good.
Location from Carls to spot back Such, and he lights the fire. Cougars lead.
Such scored in back-to-back games, his 25th of the season. Patience there on the 4-on-4. Magnificent pass from the Carls. Cougars do
Season of Mega 50-50 with a guaranteed jackpot of $50,000. Make sure to secure your seats at ticketsnorth.ca. Cougars and Chiefs scoreless here in the opening period. Spokane put together a good early start. They're outshooting Prince George 5-2. Here come the Cougars, though. Riley Ash will shoot, save Essler. Rebound, loose in the middle. Now it's picked up by Nolan Saunderson. Saunderson trying to play ahead of one wing. Coy Funk trying to hold it in, too. The puck goes actually into the Spokane bench. Here we go. McIntyre and Stonery.
Yeah, they did.
Getting into a bit of a wrestling match. They're both going to go to the ice. And it will be 4-on-4, I believe. I'm not sure this is a fight with the gloves not coming off. But nonetheless,
They start.
those two get into it after the whistle.
just a little bit of roughing, and sometimes this happens on the second half of the doubleheaders. You build up a little bit. Remember when they met last night, it was the first time in 5 months. These should be coincidental roughing minors. 4-on-4, a little bit more onto the ice. One of the things the Chiefs are doing, they're doing a good job of allowing the Cougars having these shots from outside, and also, is there only going to be the one penalty? No, there's going to be both. Anyway,
Wow.
And the other thing is that the Chiefs, once they get inside that blue line, they're letting some shots go on to Ravensburg, and I think they're looking for some rebounds, which Ravensburg doesn't give up very many. They're looking for something, but they're trying to get a little bit more shots onto the net. So, with these coincidental minors, this all comes with 12:55 left in the first period. Spokane with 5 shots, Prince George with 2. We are still awaiting.
Canzo. Puck now in the middle to Jack Finnegan. His pass will come to Carl's left point. Carl's a wrist shot goes over top of the goal. Puck now back to the right wing side to Mansky. Puck now up in the air. Finnegan knocking it down. Now Kazicki will kick it ahead. But Owen Shetler now on it back behind his own goal. Here's Mays along the left wing side in his own zone. He will chip it into the middle, and he's run into by Kazicki. Here is Towns on the right wing side. Towns ahead to Caden Lemire. He shoots a left pad save by Essler. Saw that the entire way. Mays now will go ahead to Sam Oremba. Around 308 games played in his WHL career. Here's Anisimov left wing. Anisimov lost it, hit a broken stick, and a centering feed is stopped by Ravensbergen. And he's deep into his crease and makes a nice save. We'll take a break. No score. Same old phone. Here's Jack Finney who plays it down low with a penalty coming to the Cougars. It's going to Kate Lemire for high sticking. He doesn't agree. But Spokane will head to the game's first power play here with 10:15 to go in the first period.
Now Spokane went 1 for 2 with the man advantage last night. A Spokane team that has the worst power play percentage in the WHL. As a matter of fact, it is only a paltry 14.4%, number 23. As for the Cougars penalty kill, well, it's been the top 7 all season long. Right now it's number 3 at 81.8%. 7 shorthanded goals for. So Lemire is in the box. We'll see if the Chiefs can try and get on even terms. We have 10:15 left first period, and Prince George Nursing the 1-0 lead.
Penalty kill powered by Napa Auto Parts, PG, our trusted source for automotive parts, accessories, and know-how. Your car, truck, or SUV. Face-off won by the Cougars. They couldn't clear, though, as that was Harrington who got in the way. Owen Martin now. He's pinned up by Carson Carls. Shergott's in there, too. Puck loose along the half wall. Cougars really trying to work it free as a pushing match ensues. But now here's Warmold right point. Shoot, save, rebound, losing the goal line, and somehow stays out. And I'm not sure how. I believe it might have been Dumansky who saved a potential goal for Sparks. Blocked by guess who? Hartley Bauer Dumansky. Puck now loose along the half boards. Cougars trying to work it free here below the goal line. And now Riley Ash is going to be the one to get it free. 3-on-2 short-handed for the Cougars. This is Riley Ash. Right circle goes wide. And the puck now comes all the way back to Corbin Vaughn in his own zone. Vaughn ahead to Riley Ash. Will poke it back in the offensive zone to Foster. Foster left circle shoots it, goes wide of the goal. Chase Harrington will slip it back to Warmold. Warmold to Dominic Peter behind his own goal. Peter sitting with it behind his own net. 9:18 to go here in the first period. Tyus Sparks ahead to Warmold, trying to get behind the defense. Here's Warmold, but a great job by Vaughn to get into his kitchen. Cougars take it away. Here's Lajoie. He will just chip it ahead of the right wing. Can he get past Warmold? Here's Lajoie with the right wing circle. Now he's pinned up by Peter on the half wall inside the Spokane zone. 40 seconds to go here in the Napa Auto Parts penalty kill. Brett Sather goes behind his own net. Sather now will carry the puck up the right wing and strap it off for Coco Armstrong. He finds Ethan Hughes. He'll carry it up the left wing. Hughes trying to cut into the middle. Shergott gets in the way. Vaughn trying to clear it ahead, but it's held in. Here's Aremba to the left point. Sather to Aremba right circle. Cross saves the McIntyre. Midpoint. Sather scores!
Side back to the point, and then the one-timer, all one motion, fools Ravensbergen and gets the Chiefs on even terms. This score for Spokane comes at 11:32. Well, Prince George has a 4-on-4 goal. Spokane has tied it with a power play marker.
Brett Sather, 2008 born, has 11 goals in the season. Has this game all time, has it as a 1-1 tie. The face-off will come back to center. So Spokane entering tonight, again, with the league's worst power play, but it's almost weird to look at because you look at the last couple of games, they've been scoring on the power play at a pretty consistent basis over the last 4 games. They've also done it last night. They've done it here this evening.
Look at that. Tied at 1.
Sather up the left wing to Harris, broken up. Chiefs trying to
8 minutes left of first period.
In the middle of the ice now, Gazowski back
Can
into his
Spokane take another goal?
Up the left wing side, Carl swings it ahead of Lajoie. He'll carry it up the right wing and shoot.
We'll see as the game goes on.
Here's Carls, holds the line, trying to chip it down low. Now it comes to Lajoie, trying to locate it, but now it's Will McIsaac who picks it back up. McIsaac ran into there by Shergott. Gazowski slides it to Shergott. Now he plays it behind the goal. Burkar trying to race out of his puck. 16-year-old forward gets the center. Gazowski's stick lifts so that he's run into by Sobry was Burkar. Puck loose and below the Cougar goal line. 7:35 remaining here in a 1-1 tie. Here's Nathan Mays, a chance. Blocked by Shergott. Now Riley Ash skates up the left way. Can he get him behind Shetler? Here's Riley Ash. Nice play. Goes to the goal. Can get a shot away. Rebound needs him up, but it's poked away. We'll take a break. It's a 1-1 tie here in Prince George, and we continue on that. From Such his 25th of the year at 7:56. And then a power play goal from Brett Sather, his 11th. at 11:32. That's where we stand here so far tonight. Shots rate 8-4 in favor of Spokane. Here's Brock Sutch up the right wing side, chipped to the center as Harrington runs into him. Sather, though, back on the puck in his own zone. Sather will go right wing side to Will McIsaac. McIsaac to Sather, who goes ahead to chase Harrington. He'll dash in. Harrington shooting, blocked by Dumansky. Harrington gets it back, though, and goes up top to McIsaac. Fires, goes over top of the goal. And the Cougars back onto it. Here's Sutch leading the rush out of his own zone. He gets the center and swings it ahead to Parasak. Parasak on the right wing, down low to Foster, but Sparks gets to it first, goes ahead, right wing side McIntyre, in the middle to Dominic Peter. Peter up the left wing, trying to find Sparks, but getting in the way, and that was Carson Carls. And the puck wristed back inside the Cougar zone, and Isamov will pick the puck up and go behind his own goal. 4:43 to go. And they get some help from the Kamloops Blazers as they lose to Vancouver. They will have home ice at the end of the month in round one. Here's Lajoie in behind the Spokane goal. He goes to the right circle to Shergott, to the right point, and Isamov unable to handle the pass. He goes back to center and slaps it back inside the offensive zone. Back on it. Here's Hughes. Goes to the right point. Centers it to the goal. That's blocked. And Isamov now runs into Hughes on the half boards. Now here's Kasowski with it. Kasowski's pass. Turned it over to Sam Aremba. Here he comes. Aremba. Shot blocked by Anisimov. Rebound. Howell see. Another chance stopped by Ravensburg. And it comes out to Aremba. To the midpoint. Saunderson. Aremba. One-timer blocked by Sobry. And he'll clear it out of his own zone. Boy, Spokane has come out flying here in this opening period and have made the Cougars' life a little bit difficult in their own zone.
Chiefs are playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Here's Dawson Sights trying to power into him and Gillespie tie up in front of the Spokane bench. Here is Howell. Goes ahead to Aremba. He will find Cohen Harris, who draws into the lineup after serving a 5-game suspension. Corbin Vaughn now in Aremba, two former teammates in Regina. They collide. Here's Case and Fisher. Fisher plays it up the left wing side. Now Coy Funt going to try and get him behind Howell. He's going to win this race. No. Aremba got a stick left in, and Funt runs into him. And now here's Sights, who gets the center. He will chip it inside the offensive zone and head off for a line change. Sather back behind his own goal, goes ahead left wing to Chase Harrington. That's broken up. Cougars looking to get it free here on the right wing.
Tied at 1, 2 minutes left of first period.
And Sather goes to Will McIsaac. That pass misses Martin. Puck loose along the left wing side. Cougars get it free. Here's Jack Finnegan to Lemire. He holds it, shoots, but it was blocked. He may have banned on it too. And McIsaac's run into by Jack Finnegan. Coco Armstrong chips it off the glass. Puck now gloved ahead by Carlos. Yeah, hit us.
Playing with a lot of confidence, as I mentioned. You know, trying to make some kind of a statement to this Prince George team as the Cougars have won the first 3 matchups head-to-head.
Coco Armstrong trying to clear, unable to. Carls, his pass missed. Parasaga was blocked. Puck now loose along the half boards. Now it's picked up by Owen Martin. Martin ahead right wing to Owen Shetler. Shetler up the right wing side, trying to leave it to Martin. Taken away. Good stick by Foster. And here comes Brock Sutch. Ahead trying to find Parasak. Unable to. Now Sutch has to wait for Parasak to tag up. And he was unable to. And now we got more pushing.
And right now, the Chiefs are standing tall in this game in a 1-1 tie late in the period.
Spokane wins the face-off and neutralized Sather to Harrington, who will burst the puck into the Cougar zone. Now we're Dumansky. Recently surpassed 300 games. I don't know the last time the Cougars have had 2 players to reach 300 games on the same roster. Not the dig into the history books on that one. Here's Foster, who battles there with Harrington as he goes to the ice. Foster got a lot of them, but Sobry nonetheless chips it ahead, hit a skate, and now Dominic Peter, the former Saskatoon Blade, chips it inside the Cougar zone, but Sobry now goes behind his own goal. Sobry turned it over. Here's Sparks trying to work it toward the goal. Now Peter, his chance is blocked by Anisimov, and then that allows Ravensburg to freeze the puck with 1:10 remaining here. And
You cannot be perfect on a 5-minute power play, yet you can be perfect on a 2-minute power play. That doesn't make any sense.
And you can be perfect
No,
on the penalty
they
kill
don't.
on a 5-minute power play. Here's 1-for-1.
I get what they're saying, but it makes no sense.
Bizarre how that
I
is.
think the penalty killer is kind of tough because you're killing more than 2 minutes. But nonetheless, hey, we don't make the rules.
Well, we'd like to.
We'd like to, maybe, yeah.
Nobody listens to us. Nor should they.
Puck is loose along the right wing side. And so I believe this will be icing. Yeah, it will be. Cougars are inside the final minute of period 1 and tied at 1.
And Kelowna's angry because, remember, last night at home, they lost in overtime today. Cougars win. Kamloops lose in regulation. Prince George officially clinches home ice in the first round.
Here's our Senny and
40 seconds on the first period.
Lost the handle. McIntyre will chip it inside the Prince George zone. Ethan Hughes bumped up there by Tyrone Sobry. Now Gazowski will carry it ahead. It's a 3-on-2 to neutral ice. But Gazowski elects to play it in. Mays lost it. It's loose in the middle, but now McIntyre knocked it down. Ozzy
Can
McIntyre.
Spokane score within that 40-second
Ethan Hughes will worst
or 20-second left?
Behind the Carson Carls. He knocked it down to the Cougars.
I don't think so, but we'll see.
Hughes, though, chips it back into the Cougar zone. Carls now gets it ahead to center. Now he finds a streaky Numansky. He'll carry it in. Here's the Cougar captain. Numansky to the goal. Save.
Brand new game. Can Spokane win the game is the question.
Take off. There will be an icing call.
We'll find out.
With the clock. Oh, it's icing. From our math, shot blocks leader in Cougar history, I think.
Well, no one will touch it.
I don't think so. Horn sounds to end period.
That will do for first period.
They pulled the goalie with 1 second left, put 6 skaters out with 1 second left, but nonetheless, that will
I'll catch you on the next one.
Again, Josh Ravens.
Austin Walker, signing off.
They are 24-8-2.
That was the definition of giving up a good look for a great look. Corbin Vaughn and Owen Shetler were going back and forth in the face-off circle.
That was a classic case of keep away. I mean, they had the puck for 30 or 40 seconds before the goal.
Here's Anisimov at the left point, goes right circle, Shurda shoots, it's blocked, and goes over top the goal. Here's Anisimov, plays it in behind the goal, now it's Harrington bump there with Shurda takes it away, centering feet blocked in front. Spokane now, back onto the puck, here is Mays behind his own net, Mays goes to Owen Shetler, puck now back in behind the goal, Mays.